babes, Barrie J Davies here, back on another daily video podcast thing, and I'll just straighten you up there. And what is pop surrealism, and why do I make it? Anyway, welcome to another daily podcast by me, Barrie J Davies, pop surrealist artist based in Brighton, and I'm going to give you my definition of pop surrealism. But in a way, it's taking things from popular culture and warping them and twisting them. That's kind of my take on it. Anyway, I thought I'd jump on here and talk about it. But why do I make pop surrealist stuff? So I started off, we talked about taking more conceptual ideas and making things out of stuff. Then I worked doing, like, I'd call it pure pop paintings and prints, and then I was like, right, I want to take this to the next level, and that's what it is. And also, I don't see, maybe it's just me, I don't see a lot of pop surrealist stuff in Brighton, but maybe, I don't know, maybe there are people who are doing it, I don't know. So I'll show you an example of one of my pop surrealist paintings. This is my hard techno painting. It's a small canvas, acrylic, and then the background is done with spray paint. And I've taken two different sort of bits of these cartoon characters, morphed them together with a dance music reference. So basically, I'm interested in taking lots of different types of concepts and mixing them together to create like a cocktail idea of a painting or an image or some scenario, but making it colourful, bright and poppy. So I kind of like the idea of taking these sort of things and mixing them all up and mashing them all up. And the reason I think I do it is I'm trying to create something new, which is impossible. Because if you believe in that, I was once told, I think when I was doing my degree or my master's, that it's all been done before, but it's just a case of how you articulate it and put it together and present it. So maybe that's the bit that I'm interested in, is taking things that already exist, jumbling them all up and putting them back out there to create something new, new narratives, new ideas, new way of looking at sort of being silly. But I take this very, very seriously, believe it or not. So pop surrealism for me was, it could be seen as like not high art or lowbrow, that kind of cartoons and things like that. But I'm trying to twist it my direction. That's probably why I would say that's why I do pop surrealist stuff. And it is about doing something different. And also, I like jokes as well. So I'm bringing comedy in with it as well. And creating my own sort of stories and narratives and stupidity all rolled into one. Anyway, if you're doing well out there, it's Barrie J Davies, artist based in Brighton. And I'm doing the daily podcast every day. So today is the 23rd of April, Thursday, 23rd of April. I thought I'd do the video now, and then I'm going to upload this later on. And I think why do I make stuff? Because I want something exciting to look at. So I think to challenge myself, and I kind of enjoy disrupting things and taking things that already exist. And maybe that. And also, I remember one of the guys I used to be in my studio years ago, is I'm making things that I want to see exist. And maybe the things that I'm seeing don't exist out there, or they do, but not in the way that I want to see them. So that's one guy I met ages ago. So I'm not seeing what I want. So I'm putting my voice or two penneth out there to show this is the kind of things I want to see. And it's not boring, and it's colourful, and it's fun, and it's cheeky, and it's silly, and it's accessible as well, and maybe that's the thing I want to bring. So it's something that's accessible to people, and also this is on a small canvas. I've been doing loads of these small canvases, and I wouldn't say that it's totally expensive. I mean, the prints I make are a bit much cheaper, but I'm interested in this idea that it's a small canvas. It's easy to, and you don't even need to frame it. So this could be hung in your house, you know, really easily. So that's the other reason why I'm doing these canvases at the moment. I remember chatting to an artist about framing stuff, and he was saying to me, I'm not going to mention his name, and he said to me, oh, I can't be dealing with all that framing and glass and things. And I do agree with him, and that's kind of why I like using small canvases. I can go in, do the paintings, and get on with it. I've got ideas of maybe in the future of taking these sort of small painting ideas and blowing them up and making them bigger. So that'll be maybe the next thing I need to do. Maybe I need to make some bigger paintings. I don't know. But I think the thing I find for me is I like the idea of making lots of small different things. It's not all about the big painting or the big print or the big sculpture anymore. I think in the way today's economy is going, I think it's nice that people can buy small, intimate things, and they're not too expensive, and also buying a painting which is an original, and yeah, so not digitally mass-produced. So that's my takeaway from it. So, but yeah, Pop's realist artists I like Kenny Scharf. And then there's probably loads of others, but Kenny's kind of up there. He's God as far as I'm concerned. If you haven't checked out Kenny Scharf, check him out. He's the dude. So he does big paintings. So he did collaboration stuff with all sorts of artists, and he used to hang out with Warhol and Basquiat and Haring in the 80s, and he's still painting today, and still doing crazy stuff. Painting hours and hours every day, probably more painting hours than I put in. But I like the idea that my artwork there is a tradition of pop surrealist artists, so I do fit in somewhere in that kind of remit. And I think art should be fun, and I'm trying to make something which is not pretentious, which is not elitist, that kids can come and enjoy that. Doesn't matter what age group you are, and I'm not making art that has to be seen to be in a particular vein. I want people to have a laugh and fun and enjoy the colours, and yeah, it's accessible. I want people to do that. That's why I make what I make. And if you like my work, you can check out more of it on my website, www.barriejdavies.info. And I'm going to be going down the studio later, so I'll finish some stuff off here at the moment. And I've got some more paintings I want to crack on with. I've got loads of ideas of things that I want to try out. And sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to the studio. Sometimes I get there, I have no plan. Most of the time I'm either finishing something off, or something will come to me, and I'll probably see something on my phone, and I'll go, I could take that, and that, and that, and then mix it all together and create something which is completely bonkers and fun and silly. So if you like funny, silly art, then don't forget to subscribe. I've got the podcast and my YouTube channel, which I'm doing these videos of, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Right, I gotta go. I shall speak to you later on. Ciao for now, peeps. Take it easy. I'll speak to you again tomorrow.
Barrie J Davies is an artist.